Anyway, bro, I was just talking to a girl right now. So she was just asking, what am I recording? What do I do? And stuff like that. I told her I'm a porn star. Yeah. Yeah. I just asked her, let's do a sex tape right now. You know? Yeah. Yeah. And I was but she almost believed me, but yeah. Yeah. Okay, now time to be serious. So I remember I was talking to this girl, right? This girl's like actually different, actually, I was connecting with her, blah blah, I know that, right? Basically I was like putting more investment than her putting more investment into me, in simple terms I was showing more attraction than, what she did. I mean of course she was showing attraction, blah blah, but yeah. And then we were talking, on WhatsApp, and she ghosted me. And when she ghosted me, I felt like, fuck, the world is over. The world is fucked. The world is a cruel place. Ah, fuck. Let me listen to some depressing music. And like shit like that. I'm just joking. I didn't listen to like depressing music, but I felt pissed. Fuck, man. I felt like shit over there because we're having a good time, sexual, but and she just chose to just ghost me, and of course a lot of y'all can relate to this. The woman ghosts you, and sometimes it's not a you problem, it's a them, but also sometimes can be you, and yeah, sexual. But when I just reflect upon that impartially, it's actually not my fault. I mean, she's just that type of person. She usually ghosts people, and I don't know why. Like for real, she usually calls people, even her friends and all that. I just found that, like, later on. I found that later on, but and during that time, I was chilling with my mom. My mom was there. She was cooking. And she was making some dinner, etc. And I was there, all pissed and everything. She was literally trying to talk to me. She also was from Morocco, and she was trying to talk to me. And then I'm all pissed. I'm also in my head. I'm just agreeing. And then something clicked to me. I'm like, wow. I started, like all this anger and everything started just bringing in memories of, how I grew up with my mom, the struggles, what I've been through, what we've been through together, etc., etc. I just started remembering all that, and started like, wow, she's right in front of me right here. She's literally talking to me. She's made more sacrifices than any other girl or any other person. She's literally like been through a lot for me, you know. And here I am. I'm literally pissed. I'm literally giving some attitude because of this girl who I just met not so long ago. Who's literally have like some I don't know trauma shit because she keeps on ghosting people. That's her own problem. Hope she solves it, etc. But I'm literally letting her affect me, and I literally care more about her than the woman who's in front of me, the woman who's shown me more love than the girl I'm more concerned about. It just made me realize, fuck, what the fuck, bruh? Like for real, what the fuck? We literally care about, especially guys. We've been wanting to improve our ability to speak to girls, etc., which is a good thing. Sure, don't get me wrong. It's a really good thing. But let us not also forget the people which also like care for us, the people which love us. You know, sure, when your eyes just focus on one thing, you also forget the other stuff. But this video just remind you there are loved ones in your life which you also have to pay attention to, which you also deserve your presence, which also deserve your kindness and everything. The love that you wanna give it to those people. Give it to those people. And sure, let's say relationship with your mom, relationship with your dad, relationship with your siblings is not okay. Then fix it. Fix it. Because that's the one that like really truly matters. It's actually like one of the most important things that you need to fix. Sure, maybe your family might be messed up, etc., but if you also just thought about it, or not even thought about it, made some action and make some progress towards improving your relationship with your loved ones. And what do I mean loved ones? Maybe you even got a girl who's been showing you love, a girl who's been showing you, her loyalty, which you've been, treating her in an unloyal way, in a way that she doesn't deserve. She's literally been showing you, all that love, all that affection, etc. She's been through with you through the hard times, and yet you're giving her the love that she doesn't deserve. She deserves more, and you know it. So give her that more. Just like my mom, I just instantly in that moment, I just turned off my phone, was present with her, started, talking about her childhood and all that. I could also tell her how happy she was and how, um, wholesome she felt and everything like that. Because that's the first time in a while I gave my mom some presents when I was like talking to her. And that's also something which I want to do consistently, like from here on out. Not just, forget about it because I felt that empathetic moment. Now I genuinely now want to just give my loved ones more presents. Just like my siblings. Give my siblings, my little siblings, especially like I'm the eldest, so they look up to me and all that. Give them love. Especially when you give them love, that's positivity also plays a cycle. When you give positivity, then more positive things happen. It's a whole cycle, it's a whole cycle. And when you give negativity, when you don't give your presents, when you always have the hate and all that, caring too much about girls which don't care too much about you back. I mean, that's a rule that I always live by. I always choose to live by. Choose a woman which chooses you. But obviously, for this context, I'm just gonna say, choose people which choose you. The person who wants to give you their attention, choose them. Choose them, because literally, no matter how pretty the girl is, if the if the girl is pretty and she's not into me, she ghosts me, she's like fucked up in some way, or she's refusing to heal herself, improve herself, etc., then she doesn't deserve my time. The people which deserve your time are those which really care about you. The ones that especially give you unconditional love, which is mostly like your mother, your father, and all that. Sure, you might be thinking, they're abusing me when I was young, they did this, they did that, and heal from that, bro. Heal from that. It's something that I encourage a lot on this channel, where you should focus on healing yourself and improving yourself. Basically, right? Healing your relationship, and obviously, when you heal yourself and improve yourself, a lot of doors open up. A lot of opportunities open up. You just be surprised. You just be surprised. I mean, a lot of people are going to the gym, right? But they're not really fixing their soul. And what I mean by soul is your mind, your wounds, your childhood trauma, your heartbreak, like all these things. Like for heal them, improve your relationships. And when you improve your relationships, you find more fulfillment in life, which is what I wish for you. And obviously that I'm working on myself. I realize also with my little siblings, I was always like too serious with them. I was always just do the chores, do the chores, do the chores. I didn't like, give them presents, give them love and all that. And time and time again, I also just realized it's because I'm a hurt person, right? I'm a hurt person. Sure, I grew up in in an abusive household, etc. And you know the saying, hurt people hurt people. When you're hurt, you also hurt someone. Just like my little brother. When I was young, they used to just beat me up with like like the code wire, like the charging wire, so like something like this long. I used to feel pain, So therefore, subconsciously, I also want my little brother to just feel it like, hey, I felt this. This is how I grew up, and then you should too, blah blah. And obviously that's not okay. Obviously that's not okay because my little brother will then pass it on to maybe my little sister. Then my little sister maybe on to her child when she grows up, etc. But as I just said earlier on, it's a whole cycle. When you inflict positivity, then positivity like keeps on cycling. When you inflict negativity, negativity keeps on cycling. And therefore, that's what you should do. And I gave this video a title called "The Social Life Which No One Talks About" or something like that. Right? Let me just check. The social life no one talks about. Yeah, I was right. The social life no one talks about, which is literally your social life with people which love you. Have you been given your presence? Have you been given your love to people which choose you? This is what you need to do. If someone just doesn't show the same appreciation, the same output that you given in, then I don't think they're worth it. I don't really think they're worth it, bro. For real. So start healing yourself and start improving relationships with your loved ones and for those which really love you. Even your friends. Those friends which really like stick by you and those friends which are like positive, those friends which don't give you bullshit and everything like that. Focus on the ones that are putting investment on you. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.